And here we are again with our reveal for our reading. We've got card 1, card 2, and card 3. So we'll turn over and we've got Ghostlands. Now, whenever I pull this card, I'm not very happy. But it's more about taking notice of what this is what message this is delivering to you. This is a message about being frozen in time. It's about pausing. And again, this is a strong message for this time. And the more that we resist being stuck or being stationary, the more sometimes those things are pushed upon us, or our buttons are pushed while we're in that state. So if you're feeling very much like your buttons are being pushed, it's really understandable, but it's about knowing that this is a time of inactivity. This is a time where time is almost frozen for you and a lot of others. But if we have a look down here, there's this little creeping in of some newness, of some growth. So it's about, we're looking at the moon too being half full here. So it's about noticing that there will be some movement on either side of this, but it's about acknowledging it, taking some stock, being stationary, and actually finding some peace with that. So see if you can find something that makes you happy, even in the midst of feeling that unhappiness or that frustration with standing still. So see if you can find something, and perhaps it's gardening, perhaps it's growing something new, perhaps it's starting something new. But there's some doorways and openings here too for you. And so it's not about making a wrong decision or choice. It's not about being punished. It's simply about that this time for you is a time of inactivity. And it doesn't have to last forever. But the more that we rage against inactivity and stillness, we often find we push our heels in deeper, and these times for us drag on and on and on. So think about some things, some seeds that you can plant for the future, but also practice some stillness. Practice something, some breathing. I can feel my breath being stopped, almost like this time is being stopped. So perhaps practice some meditation or some yoga, or listen to some relaxing music or something, whatever it is that you can feel still and know that you just have to not wait it out. It's not about asking for this time to be finished. It's about accepting this time. This is a time of thought for you. It's a time to know which way to go, which avenue to take. And it's a sort of like an inner journey period of time. So there's lots to get out of it. It's just not raging against the sort of imposition of having it put upon you, which is how you might feel, because it's simply your higher self telling you need to rest and have a break and all those sorts of things. So while this card may at first seem that it's not the best card in this deck, it actually is the stepping stone into the next part. So the next card we've got is listening, and we've got musical notes, we've got a little robin singing, and we have the beautiful elephant who signifies quiet reflection. And elephants as an animal are something, or not something. Elephants as an animal tend to lend. We've got the beautiful robins. We've got 2 robins. We've got the musical notes that are passing from one to the other. We've got the beautiful elephant who is quiet and really pondering, really listening to what's happening. We've got these 2 beautiful little birds. Birds are very 5-dimensional. The red is all about that heart energy, and it's all from their chest to their throat. So it's about listening to this real heart energy being communicated between you and another, and sort of really listening for the music that is in there. There's also a lot of light coming in. The green is very healing. The elephant is really thinking about what is being said or is being heard or is being listened to. It's a time to take a pause and to not push through regardless. It's a time to uncover what may be underneath what's being communicated to you. It's time to take a closer listen and see what is being communicated to you, but also what it is you hear. Sometimes we hear something completely different, and that's exactly what we needed to hear at that time. So have a good listen to what, and you may be hearing repeated things. You may be listening to animal messengers, the birds. You may keep seeing a particular type of bird. Look it up, find out what the message is for you. And lastly, we have heal the ouch. And this one could be that you're in the wars at the moment. It could be that you're feeling out of sorts, that you're feeling a bit down, you're feeling a bit disheartened. You want someone to take care of you. And we all do that, and we all need that at some times. So there's nothing wrong with feeling this way, but what we don't want to do is become a martyr. We want to call out and ask someone to help. And it could be that this is the reverse of that too. It could be that you're healing someone else's ouch. It could be that it's time for you as to take the high road and to actually mend a bridge. During this time when we're all communicating through various means and we're not seeing people face to face, it's easy to sort of forget how much of our communication is delivered via gestures and facial nuances and things like that. So there's what this card is calling out to you is that there is some relationship, some part of you or somebody else that needs a bit of TLC, and that it'd be great if you could step up and be the bigger person and heal this. A lot of pink energy in the back, a lot of light, bringing a lot of that healing in for you. And if you don't know what this is about, perhaps ask your guides to show you what it's about. If you're not sure, again, how to go about it, then again, ask them for help. There's a lot of help for you with this because of all that pink and light and yellow. There's a lot of support angelically. So call on the angels, call on your higher self, call on your guides, call on, your unseen helpers to help you heal this ouch.